I'm Ryan Handy with the Gazette. I'm going to walk you through the major events of last summer's Waldo Canyon Fire. The fire actually started on June 22nd, but it didn't become visible until June 23rd. From what we know, it started somewhere between Pyramid Mountain Road and the Waldo Canyon Trail. First day of the fire, there was record-breaking heat, wind, and the fire pushed pretty rapidly in all directions, especially towards Cedar Heights. On that first day, the Cedar Heights neighborhood was evacuated just about an hour after the fire became visible. On the second day, the heat continued, the wind still continued, and the fire continued to grow. It pushed out in all directions again, had three big arms, and it also prompted the evacuations of much of the Highway 24 corridor, Socristola, Cascade, and Manitou Springs. The next day, the fire made a big run, mostly to the north, towards Rampart Range Reservoir. This was on Monday, the 25th. It didn't really grow much in any other direction. Then, June 26th, the day of the firestorm. It was hot. There were thunderstorms forecast for over the fire that caused massive winds that pushed the fire into a big explosion. It also pushed the fire down into Colorado Springs in a firestorm of embers. It forced the city to issue mandatory last-minute evacuations. About 26,000 people had to flee as flames were coming towards their homes. The fire went down into Colorado Springs, into the Mountain Shadows neighborhood, and burned 347 homes and killed 2 people. After that, the destruction was pretty much over. No more structures were burned. The fire continued to grow and kind of fill in some of those spots in the center. On June 27th, it did grow a bit more towards the northwest, and Woodland Park was evacuated. By this time, the fire was mostly contained, and people were getting ready to go home. It was the most expensive fire in state history, about $17 million to fight, and it cost the most in damages in state history as well, about $350 million worth of damages. It was at the time the most destructive fire in Colorado history.